All right. Is going to some places. Okay. Sending data. Welcome to the podcast. Today I have Slade Ham and Jimmy Pineapple, the Outlaw Comics. They're going to be at the Improv tomorrow night. I already got my tickets. I hope you guys did as well. I really appreciate them coming out. Guys, really appreciate you showing up and, being so solid and, being cool with the photos. I know, Jimmy, you really did not want to take those photos, so I appreciate it.
I'm not very, no, I don't like photos being taken of me.
No, I could tell immediately that, it spiked your anxiety just, quite a bit when she saw that camera, come out and you're like, oh, we're still going to have to do this?
Not anxiety, more bile than anxiety. Just pure, vitriol.
That you've set with your negativity long enough to put it in boxes. No, that's not my usual anxiety. That's my bile.
Right.
Well, I really do appreciate you guys coming out, man. And, it's going to be one hell of a show tomorrow night. I'm already getting excited about it. It's going to be fun, man. Going to take my blind girlfriend there. Yeah. I don't even care about the seats.
Yeah. I said, you hear the one about the blind prostitute? I said, you got to hand it to her. And he goes, my girlfriend's blind. Same thing. I empathize. So we got off to a great start.
Off to a great start, yeah. She is definitely watching this podcast. I told her to.
I doubt she's watching it.
No, she is.
She may be listening.
Yeah. You are a terrible person. That is awesome. Very good, guys. Very good. So how long are you guys going to be in Houston for? Just tomorrow night, and then it's off into somewhere else?
A one-night stand, yes.
One night.
Then, off till... I don't live in Houston anymore, so Slade
Where are you at
does.
these days?
I live in Louisiana.
Ah, cool.
So I come in for the Outlaw shows, and...
Jimmy's full Cajun. He's
No, not Cajun.
You grew up in Louisiana, didn't you?
Creole.
Creole.
You grew up in Louisiana,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yes.
Did you move back to the same neighborhood, or?
Back to the same house. Well, back to my family home.
Cool. Fix your shirt a little bit for me, buddy.
So wait, what's the difference between Creole?
4 years old.
And then I'll tie you. Then I'll tie your shoes. What's the difference between Creole and Cajun?
Class.
Okay. Slade, there we go. Yeah.
It's while he says class, and he can't put his shirt.
Fix your tie there, Mr. Classy.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works, man.
No, Cajuns are from Nova Scotia. That's where they're originally from Canada, and my family's from France. Oh, that's usually
cool.
One of the. There are many definitions of Creole, but that's one of the defining things. So that cuts it short when people say, or I can just say from France, because to me it's important that I know that where my family came from, and people don't think it's not anything against Cajuns or anything like that.
Oh, that's cool. My family's from Lithuania and Poland originally, so yeah, I know a little bit about where I'm from as well. Before the Nazis turned.
I've spent some time in both those places. They're fantastic.
Yeah. What's Lithuania like? I imagine it's cold.
So I was in Vilnius, the capital. I think is that.
Yes.
I'm looking at you like it's correct. I learned about the Iron Wolves when I was in Lithuania.
What are the Iron Wolves?
There was it's some, the stories. There's some, you don't know the story. I mean, just like every place has that story of, there was this thing that happened, this king had an iron wolf and he filled it with wolves, or all those stories, and then they unleashed it on the country. Look up Iron Wolf in Lithuania and see if I'm even close to, I might not even be on the right continent. Well, this could have been Egypt. I could have a memory of a totally different trip and I swear it's the Iron Wolves of Vilnius. And there's a hill, and there's a castle, and it's the...
Sounds like Vilnius would have an Iron Wolf story.
Right? Yeah. And a Dr. Doom.
So let's just say yes. That's what.
Let's just go ahead. If you ever find yourself in Lithuania, make sure to stop by the Iron Wolf Castle that I made up.
That you made up, yeah. Well, find it, build it. You can be your first construction.
Great stock you come from was my point.
Oh, okay. You didn't say anything about the Polish side, though.
I've done every
You wouldn't
part
have
of
understood it, so you just left that out.
They have cedar fish. I don't know. I'm just giving substances and animals now. I'm making things up.
I do like fish.
You're Polish.
I'm Polish because I like fish, yeah. Yeah, man. The only thing I know about Polish is the jokes.
Which, when we were kids, Polish jokes were the stupid people. Ethiopian jokes were we always had those weird little. But Poland's lovely, fantastic people, good country, good food, affordable. Like it's, I don't know where all those stupid jokes came from. Ethiopia's beautiful too, though. So,
Yeah, I saw some of the art from like the city. It's very cultured there. Yeah, it's really.
have you not been at all?
No, no. I've only been to England, London. That's the only time I left the country, really.
Wow.
I've been to Canada, but that doesn't really count.
No, not at all.
No, not really. No.
They're Cajun up there.
Right.
Yeah,
It's terrible
Cajun.
people.
They do have all the signs of French too over there, so that's pretty cool.
So were you in Quebec?
No, so I lived in Ohio, so like sometimes we'd go to Rochester, and if we go to Rochester, you just go across. And,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you see Niagara and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Ontario. No Québécois.
Yeah.
Québécois.
Yeah.
I do have a Canadian friend that's from like the middle of Canada. We video game.
Oh.
Yeah, play the big stupid video games. I meet a lot of people online through video games.
Which game do you play?
Let's see. So that game.
Like I would know whatever you
So
said.
what game do you play?
Shit, I honestly don't remember the name of it, but it was one of the ones where you have to scavenge for stuff and like shoot robots and things like that.
Yeah.
I played Madden. Football.
Man.
I'm a child.
Everyone played that.
I'm gonna go home tonight and play Fortnite.
Oh,
Like
for
like
real.
an 8-year-old girl,
Nice.
and enjoy every second of it.
Very nice.
No, Madden's my.
Which Madden were you playing? Was it the SNES?
Duh. I don't, it was my son's. I think it was Xbox.
It was an Xbox. Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not long ago. How many kids do you have, Jimmy?
One.
Just one?
Yes.
Do you like him?
Not right now. No, he's great. I love my boy. He's the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
What was growing up in Louisiana like?
hot.
Yeah, it's hot here in Houston too, though.
It was. I'm from a big family, and it was interesting because we actually, of course, I'm from a time where we actually played outside and did things. Fished. I grew up across the street from a lake, so we fished almost every day, and so it was almost nothing to us to just catch our food, and
That's
it was. I wanted to get the hell out of there when the time came, but
Was it like not from New Orleans, but from one of the more rural towns?
rural, yes.
Yeah, like Lafayette.
Nope, won't say.
Won't say. Okay.
Just let's say rural.
Okay,
but I
that's-
did go to school in Lafayette. I went to
Oh, that's
college
cool.
stuff,
Yeah, that's really cool.
back in that time, it was known as USL. They called it University of Louisiana. And it was voted by Playboy magazine as the #1 party school in the country, that little town.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah, when I left, that dropped. It went down quite a bit. they
Like
left-
22nd after that.
Yeah, they were, I think like something like that. But yeah, so I went to school in Lafayette. And,
That's cool.
Am I knocking this thing and messing it up?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you? I don't.
I saw your mic shaking, and I thought it's because I hit the tape.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, it might shake if you hit the table, but it should be pretty good. I got a shock mount on it. It should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I paid a lot of money for either the gear or I stole it from work. But I borrow a lot of stuff from work. I work at a place called Photo Rental Source, and we do camera rentals. So today being like a Tuesday, not really big, rental day, I took a lot of gear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You mean borrowed, right?
Yeah.
Rented.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming back the next day. Shout out to Photo Rental Source. Really appreciate everyone who supports me down there, man. Really appreciate you guys over there.
Shout out.
Yeah. So
Is that a cool thing to say now? Shout out. Or
I don't know,
You
man.
sold me on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be saying it tomorrow now.
All right. In the
Shout out
house,
to Jimmy, who taught me to say shout out.
in the house. What else? What else? What else? Am I 30 years behind?
Did you play sports growing up?
I played a lot of sports, but not. I was not what you would call a team player.
I don't like team sports myself. I got really into boxing photography, and all of the sports I follow are like individual sports, but
Well,
mostly boxing.
I loved playing football and baseball, but sandlot stuff with the friends and everything. I didn't
Yeah.
like a coach yelling at me, telling me what to do. I didn't like practices. I didn't like that organized stuff. I just like to have fun playing it. So, but I did play a lot, but not on the organized team, So that's what I meant. I'm not, and the other ways too. I'm not much of a team player. So.
Well, I mean, like you lead the show, the Outlaw Comics. So you gotta kind of have
but they
to.
hate
See?
me. But they hate me.
He's a terrible leader.
I'm not much of a leader, and I'm not a follower. I just do. But this is easy with the guys because we're all got one objective in mind, So that's an easy.
Well, and when you're on the stage, it's kind of like you versus the world, anyway.
And
So,
it's that way all the time. It's like everybody jumping in their individual cars, us all driving to Dallas, and then when we get there, somebody taking credit for having got us to Dallas. You're like, we just all we're driving that way. We got there.
Well, and for all of us, stand-up's the easiest thing in the world to do for us. I mean, that's the easy part, getting on the stage. The tough part, of course, for running the show, I guess, is the producing it, making sure that marketing their stuff gets out, booking the clubs and all that stuff. So.
how do you go about booking a club?
I'd much rather have a manager doing this. Anybody out there who wants to manage? Because I myself, I just still want to show up and do the show. Like I said, it's easy with the guys we work with, and they're handpicked. For that reason, I knew they were not only going to be great comics, but we always got along. And
How long have you known Slade for?
Over 20 years.
Oh, easily pushing 30, yeah.
And then T-Shawn, long time.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Close the door. Roommate came home.
Oh, I thought, okay. Professional outfit, folks.
Where I was podcasting. This is what live stream's about.
Yeah.
You leave the door open and you hear your roommate
Well,
coming.
I saw somebody, I heard dropping and stumbling. I thought your blind
So
girlfriend.
did us. She was trying to put the keys on the table.
I wish it was my bad.
Just making dinner. Just clang, clang, clang.
I guess we just blew all the blind market for tomorrow night.
It's either that or the juggler who's next.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's such a good sport. She's asked me to make fun of her. I'm in terrible hack comic, but I do some open mics, and I'm definitely going to be making fun of her for those. Yeah.
It's all intent, man.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a lot of fun. Like sometimes, if I'm angry, I don't hit her. I just leave a cabinet door open.
He actually said that. I didn't. So that's good.
But how many of those thoughts were in your head?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
6 and most. And how many of them
Actually,
were worse than cabinet door?
Actually, that was my
6?
ventriloquist
Okay.
bit.
The other day, like she was washing dishes and she was using the dishwasher to just dry dishes, and she walked right into it, and I was just like, I thought you knew it there because it was open. Like you're the one who opened it. I didn't say anything to her. I felt so bad. Like, ooh, I should have let her know that was open.
You gotta let people make their own mistakes, man.
Yeah.
That's how they learn.
She had to walk across Austin with a bum ankle. It felt so bad.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, shit happens. So. No, she's not completely blind though. She's got like 20 minutes of good sight a day. Like she's got a really severe color blindness where she can't like see color very well. But during like the golden hour for photography when the sun's setting, she can see really good. Then I think it's like the change in the spectrum of the light, and she can see that color a little bit better. But like if she is angry at me, I'm very scarce during that 20 minutes.
So it's the same 20 minutes every day. You can't program it to change your. Well,
Oh, right. So you can't just use it when you want to.
Yeah,
Press a button
yeah.
and get 30
Oh,
seconds
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh, it was a wonderful sunset. I'm going to save this other 19 and a half.
No, but I suppose like like just get light bulbs have this similar spectrum of that time of day. That might help. But
Interesting. Yeah, just hang one over her head like an anglerfish.
yeah, she said she had an easy time seeing stuff in this room because of how bright it is. And it's bright as hell in this room. Yeah. So I read that you trademarked the name Outlaw Comics because Kennison owed you money. Is that true?
no.
No? Where do you think that rumor came from?
That was Steve Epstein.
Ah.
That I don't remember exactly how it happened, but Epi wanted to use the name again when we started the Texas Outlaw Comedy. This is a long story how Sam and Bill and Carl LeBove and Riley Barber were actually they didn't call themselves the Outlaw Comics. Basically, they were moving to LA because Sam got thrown out of the comedy workshop. And they just had a show to raise money to leave town. It was called Outlaw Comics on the Lam. And that's the only time they used it. But Epi wanted to use that name, and he and Sam made a deal. Sure, you can use it, because I think Sam owed him money or whatever. So, but
Some truth to that.
Nothing to do with me. Because when I decided to do it again, I just stole it from Epi. So didn't give him shit. Just says, no, it's kind of a communal thing. It's he was really nice about it. So. But I just dropped the Texas because I wanted to be more, we want to take it on the road outside of Texas and maybe even include some comics that are not necessarily from Texas.
How far north do you on tour, and how far like west and east?
We'll go anywhere. I mean, there's no limit to whoever calls and the money's right, we're there, Nice. It's kind of harder to book 5 guys on the road. Of course, you got hotels and travel is going to be more. So right now we're keeping it close, but somebody calls and got the money and want us there, there's no limit. We'll go anywhere.
That's cool. Is there any place that you would not tour to that you're like, I'm never going to that shit town again?
Oh, God, there's a list of them, but...
But you don't know till you see them on the list.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no, fuck that place.
I remember.
That changes once they offer you more money, right?
No, some of them I won't go back without any money. Cleveland I won't go back to.
Oh shit, that's my hometown.
Oh, really? Done with Cleveland.
Good thing I was born in Cincinnati. Would you go to Cincinnati?
That's almost Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's almost Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's not the... it's more so if I'd been wrong there. It's got nothing to do with the audience or the... because I like challenges, and I used to play some of the roughest and toughest rooms and enjoyed that because I like challenges. I don't like walking into something that's already set up that's going to be it's going to be great in the crowd. I mean, I do it now because I've gone through that whole period of my career, which is to me good for when you're starting out to get these tough crowds. You learn how to handle that. Now that part is over, and I just enjoy people come to see us. Yeah, I like that. But at that time, the tougher the better. Sometimes when there was this feeling of satisfaction when you beat a bad crowd.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where is the toughest rooms at?
Tough is so relative, right?
It changes night to night, no?
What is tough is different in every place. So I can think of places that used to be tough because I knew they were going to send 15 shots to the stage. The crowds were great. It was just the process of what I knew I was going to have to survive and hold together. So that would be rough. Then there's places where the crowds were just legitimately rough and they suck. And there are places where you go down to South Texas and you'd stay in these terrible little hotel rooms where you'd see a guy laying outside the room like this. You go, oh, well, he must be drunk. And then when you came back later that night, they were pressure washing the spot where he used to be laying. And you're like, oh, that guy totally died while we were at our show. Wow, this place is sketchy. And you never know. There was a guy in McAllen who we were staying at this terrible hotel. It was with Sam Damaris. And I remember at 10 o'clock in the morning, check out at 11, 10 o'clock in the morning, I was asleep when I heard the door start rattling. And I saw a hand reaching through trying to toggle the lock.
Whoa.
And I just kicked it and broke the hand. I don't know who you are, but you ain't coming in. It was the manager and his friend, and they had gone in. Sam was in the shower when they came into his room. It was like these sketchy, crazy, but it's the hotel and the road and the place you're staying because they don't have any money and the city is this big and you can put all the people in one hand and you don't know till you get there. So
and those are kind of in the past. I don't do one-handers like that anymore.
Yeah.
But there was a time in the career where you could play a place like that, which was a real shit club and shit accommodations. And the next night, you're in a great club, in a great hotel, and like a palace of a hotel with jacuzzis in the room and stuff.
Well, and also those bad rooms, those even the bad stays and the whole experience, it's in isolation that's bad. But if you look at it in the context of the night, you're going out and you're partying, you're leading these people drinking, you're taking them to the bars around. By the time you get back to that room, it's just an afterthought in that age. Now, I'm like, wait a second, I'm kind of finishing the show and going back to that room. And it's a little more important these days.
Well, I didn't do that. But like I said, at a certain point, if you really want to be a good comic, if that's what you are, a comic, you want to play challenging rooms because it makes you better. It's kind of like that baptism by fire type thing, It's getting in there, and but it's like I said, to a point where it becomes a diminishing returns. You got to stop that. If you do it too much at a certain point, then it starts going downhill. You become like an animal comic, handling like a lion tamer, so you're always trying to put out fires, and that's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And there are certain rooms and certain audiences where I don't care how clever you are, I don't care how many times you put down a heckler, they're just drunk and they just keep coming back. Because I didn't mind a good heckle challenge every now and then, go back and forth, but when they don't know when to shut up and stop, then and you start running into stuff like that, and that gets old.
Do you throw people out and ask them to
I've thrown out a half a room before. I mean, that was in Orlando one time, and it was just obnoxious, and I told them, I called the manager from stage, throw them out, this table. Well, that table actually were like 8 or 9 tables, so when he threw them out, half the room, which was fine. It was a great show after that. Because those people were assholes, and everybody else. That's the thing that they don't understand, that they're not just annoying the comic, they're annoying people who actually came there to see the show.
Yeah.
And that's more what I care about than my own thing.
Oh, yeah.
I can take care of hecklers and all that. I care about people who came to see the show.
I was at a Barry Laminack show at the Punchline, and like there was this table next to me, and they were trying to like guess the punchline to every joke. Oh, he's going to say this now, or she's going to say this next. And I'm like, just shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Let me watch the show. I don't have a lot of money. I don't get to go out very often. This is annoying.
There was the times where when the room started after the boom. And there were just a lot of comedy clubs. And so it took a lot to start getting people in there and started giving out free tickets and having, bring your bachelorette party there. Oh my God, those were the worst because they think they're the center of attention. They think they're the show, and we're gonna go to the comedy show, and we're gonna fuck with the comics, and they're gonna fuck with us and all that. I didn't play that shit.
I mean, there are people who do that. Like, there are comics who go to other comics just to heckle, and that's the type of comedy that they do.
What?
Yeah, pieces of shit, in my opinion. But
comics who go heckle other comics?
They're not comics.
Those aren't comics.
They're
that's a...
Well, they're
pick a different name for 'em.
social media influencers, maybe.
No, those aren't. No. Somewhere in there, stand-up comedy speciated, and there is whatever that is, and then stand-up comedy.
We do have to come up with a
fascinating
different name. Social media influencers, if they want that, take it. But because to the point where if people ask me what I do, they've sullied that name so bad, I don't even say I'm a stand-up comic anymore. What's the old thing? I'm a piano player in a whorehouse. I'd rather say that than because they have just destroyed because if you say I'm a stand-up comic, people roll their eyes because they got about 5 or 6 members of their family who call themselves stand-up comics now. So it's not interesting to be that anymore. But I know what I do is not what they do. So if they want to use the name stand-up comic, okay, take it. But I'm not that.
Like stage performer instead?
Well, I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just titles and names. I mean, stand-up is an art form, very much so, and it requires you to think about ideas a certain way and to take in the world a certain way and combine them a certain way. And most importantly, it's got rules, like how jokes work and punchlines and setups and the math of, like, all of that is craft that if you don't actually learn that, what the fuck are you doing?
How do you go about learning that?
Well, a lot of stage time, but a lot of studying, man. You sit down and watch a comedy special and diagram it. You can really look at how these jokes work if you just pay attention. You can, oh wow, that's what he did there. It's algebra. You can X's and O's that shit and go back in and put your own, but once you know how the math works. If that makes sense.
Do you think you could do anything else, Slade?
I can do anything else. Absolutely, I could do anything else. But this is...
Would you do anything
This is
else?
what I love. I mean, but it's... Back to what you say, though. This title of stand-up comic, like, if that's all I am, then it's kind of boring, too. I'm a storyteller, I'm an entertainer, but I'm a human and a thinker and all these other things. I just happen to know how to weaponize it in a really good way for the stage with stand-up. But I don't know about all the semantics and the titles and what could I do. I do other shit now.
You sound like you're a podcaster based on like the 20 seconds of conversation I had with you.
Not anymore. But I launched a podcast we launched in 2010 and ran over 1,000 episodes.
It was the Whiskey Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, I had Robert on. He talked a lot about that.
Robert L. Mungle?
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we did that for
Really
a very long
appreciated
time.
him. Yeah.
He's on the show tomorrow night.
He will be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing him, and his comedy is awesome. It's funny.
Yes.
I don't think my girlfriend will like it, but but yeah, like she was.
Well, I tell you what, let her watch a few episodes of The Boys to prepare her for it. That kind of get her
Desensitize the language
tenderized
and the
to-
blood and the
Yeah.
sex a little.
Yeah, at least the language, yeah.
Why do you think like modern comics now rely so much on dick, jizz, and pussy jokes so much?
I think they always have.
But like I saw a set that's all they took,
It's
all
easy.
they talked about.
It's easy. And this comes back to what we're talking, and I'm not trying to put it myself for sure, but anybody else on some podium or pedestal, but that lowest, it's so easy now to just go, because those words pop when you hear them. It makes us look, because they are improper. So it's very easy to do some version of that and then just shove it out on the internet where that works. You don't have to learn anything at all to do the job. It's if you're just trying to be in a room and entertain people and be famous and but that part's easy. But like, to me, same reason you'd want to be an author or a painter or something, like the craft of it, man. I enjoy this medium. I like messing with words. That's what we do it for. If you don't like that part of it, if you don't enjoy those puzzles, then I don't know why you'd do it. That's the only reason to me, really.
Yeah,
I like it.
What was Houston comedy like in the 80s?
Well, comedy was just different anywhere. Back in the 80s, I would imagine, as I recall, I have a very bad memory. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't do podcasts and shows because I got a shitty
You're gonna
memory.
rattle those nuggets loose, though.
But there weren't that many comedy clubs in the country. So you had cities, New York, Boston, Houston, Chicago, LA, and San Francisco. Those are like the main cities with working comedians that went out. And of course, when the comedy boom hit, more cities started opening up clubs. Then they got their local comics, and they became. But at the beginning, there were these, and it was kind of every city, every comics group of comics from the cities kind of had their own characters. Characteristic. San Francisco comics were a certain way. Houston comics were a certain way. In Boston, and you can almost tell just by watching one if you didn't know where they were from. So I would say that was the difference. They weren't as many, and people in it at the time, going back to what Slade just said, they were in it to be comics or comedians. They weren't in it. Of course, they wanted to be famous. A lot of them had different objectives. Some of them just wanted to get that 6 minutes to get on the Carson show, and then they'll get sitcoms, movies, and stuff. That's fine. A lot of us just wanted to be stand-ups and be damn good stand-ups, so we did a lot of road work and hopefully you'd get a HBO special out of it and stuff like that, which would take you up the ladder to get Vegas work or whatever, that sort of thing. Of course, there was no social media because then people weren't. That wasn't the objective to get clips and TikTok and all that. So it was more, of course, long form. We headliners did 45 minutes. That was I don't know who invented that system, but I never really liked it. When you go to a comedy club back then, there was a opener 10, 15, featured 30, headliner 45. And I always thought, even though I did the 45, and sometimes I did even longer, but I just didn't really like it consistently because I'm from the old school of leave them wanting more. Even if you kill strongly for 45 minutes, I think the audience feels sated and they don't feel the need to come back and see you again. But if you just come in there and hit them hard, then leave, they want, kind of leave them hanging. So that's what I've always believed. I did it because that was my job and that's where the money was. But I always preferred, if I tell the truth, I like going in and doing guest sets for about 15 to 20 minutes and just blow them away and then walk away.
Is that why the Outlaw Comic Show, you have 6 of y'all, so
that's
you do less
pretty
time?
much it. That's it. I mean, I
so
love
cool.
that format. When you were at the Comedy Workshop in Houston, or I was at the Comedy Store in LA for a while, that was the format of you had a MC and they brought up a comic and they did about 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe 15 to 20 minutes or something like that. And you got a good variety. And the other part about the Outlaws is that we're all headliners. So everybody's going to be strong. You're going to come out with it's going to be a very strong show. It's not going to be somebody who's going to go up there drone on about their day or or like you said, sex with their partner or something like that. No, I don't mind the language if there's a point to it, if there's a joke to it. But like you said, if just to shock, at some point when you shock, you're going to have to keep raising the bar because you can't. It'd be harder to shock people. Yeah.
I saw someone do 25 minutes yelling at the front row about why he thought they were gay.
And so if he was, what's wrong with that?
But he just really narrowed down on it,
But it's in vogue right now. So who am I to say? But it's, to me, an audience member who buys a ticket they should be on strike for unpaid wages in social media right now. All the audience members who have come in and been unwillingly dragged through that, right? Just to be put on tape and clipped up and on somebody's
I was about to
feed
say,
with no say-so.
If they did that for 25 minutes, I guarantee you he took 10 seconds out of that and that's what he put on.
Yeah, that's what AI is for.
Yeah.
Right, the best stuff. But to the audience member in the front row.
Well, the better stuff. I doubt if there's
sure, the best is good. The
less worse stuff.
Right, but to the people who are coming to the show, and this kind of comes back to when I say it's veered off into a different thing. I'm not even opposed to what this new thing is. It's fine, but it's not pure stand-up. It's not coming in with this. And I still do crowd work, so I can't even knock crowd work. But coming in with a plan of this is what I'd like to convey to these people over X amount of time. Whether I'm doing an hour for a special or whether I'm doing 15 minutes on an Outlaws show, you come in with this is me seeing the world and I'm going to show it to you. Not this is you having dinner and I'm going to fucking ruin it in front of all these people and then play it for $10,000 on my TikTok page. It's different.
I didn't even think about it through that perspective, yeah.
But also, if that's what you do, and you just want to get on the TikTok, or the Tic Tac, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Do you have a TikTok, Jimmy?
But that makes it sound like all of that is that is a wonderful way to put your stuff out into the world. I just don't know what that stuff is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if that's all you're going to do, I guess that's fine, but if you're a comic or you want to be a comic, you want to go in you're going to have to come up with material somewhere down the line.
Yes.
Well, I guess
or you're
not.
leading a group improv troupe.
Well, there's how many of these so-called influencers, I forget their names because I don't pay that much attention to them. Well, they got big on TikTok, then they go to, they get booked in a comedy club, and they don't have any material.
But they don't
Yeah,
need it.
yeah. I've seen that many times.
Yeah, and so, but also remember that the standard has dropped for audiences. You've got a whole generation of audiences who've never, that's all they know. They weren't around for when comics like Rich Scheidner and Bruce Baum and all those guys were absolutely slaying an audience for 45 fucking minutes, you know? So their perspective of what a good show is totally different from what an audience in the 80s and 90s and even the early 2000s.
Sure, but also in the same way, like Christopher Nolan can get you to sit down and watch 3 hours of men talking in a room, right? In Oppenheimer. There's still an audience. The audience doesn't go, you know what I want to see? I want to see 3 hours of people talking in a room. No one ever goes, make me that movie. But if you make it right and you put it out there, people, oh, holy shit, I didn't know that's what I was crazy. That was fantastic. And I think stand-up is sort of the same way. You're beat over the head so much with every time you turn on your phone. It's, so what do you guys do for a living? So what do you guys do for a living? How long have you guys been together? How many times have you, I mean, over and over and over, eventually, that doesn't work. And when you put on a show like this and people sit in the crowd, I think you walk away going, oh, wow, I didn't even realize this was still happening like this.
And I'll guarantee you not one ass-eating joke tomorrow night.
I almost, last night, I swear to you, I may do a clever one. Just... I just want to see how it reacts.
Yeah. Well,
have...
if you are gonna do, and I've been to one of some of those nights where at an open mic, where there are like 10 in a row of people doing ass-eating jokes. I mean, well, not jokes, but material. And of course, it goes nowhere. And I don't understand who's in that. There's a psychological problem for people who sit through that and come back again over and over to, I guess they just got nothing to do. Or at one point, it was just like watching a train wreck, I guess. I don't know. But, there are a lot of good comics out there still. And so I don't want to make it sound like comedy is totally a fucking wasteland out there. It's just, it's discerning where to go and who to find. Just, you go to Improv on their weekends when they're booking the headliners, you're going to get a great show.
Same with the punchline. Yeah, there's good comedy happening.
Yeah, but if you're going to go to open mics, then that's what you're going to get, I mean, but you didn't pay for it really, so.
And I felt like I was punished at that Austin show with all that. Like, it wasn't really any bits. Like, I didn't hear any bits, man. I just heard pussy, cum, jizz, eating ass.
Well, they stole my material.
Yeah. And then one guy, just accusing the front row of being gay for 20 minutes.
I guess I am getting old, but I don't know when this fad or trend of ass eating came up. I'm going, that's where shit comes out, right? Why? I mean, and you can get, never mind. It's just.
Yeah. Well,
but one of the things
yeah.
about also is a lot of them don't care to be comics or good comics. They're
really
getting what they want out of it. And I, a long time ago, stopped judging that because they can probably go a lot farther in show business than I will, because
100%.
But what I do, or what I try to do, is I take care of my own. I still have my focus on being the best stand-up that I can be, and I'm not in competition with anyone but myself. So I don't care what they do, or whatever, except for they do kind of ruin audiences in a way where people, if they get burned too many times, they don't come back and they don't come to a comedy club because they saw crap like that.
Right, but the alternative to that is, in long form, and at least in the clubs where there's still opener, feature, headliner, or at least a headliner in some capacity, I think that matters less, because if you give me a crowd that's been abused by all of that, if you give me 45 minutes in front of them, within 10, you can bring them back. Oh, hey, you trust me now. You can get them there. But if you're one guy doing 10 minutes on a show full of shit,
right.
It's
Yeah, but why should you waste the first 10 minutes of your 45?
Well, because where
that's
else-
like
where
the
else
most important part of the act.
but where else are you
actually.
gonna? The alternative is to
know.
not do this.
I mean, that's just it.
I
but
can't
that's,
do.
that's what we're up against
Yeah,
now.
and that's I think the cool part is, you know, I've knocked out a couple of specials in the last few years and everything else. It's all democratized. It's kind of gotten to a place where you used to have to run through the 80s and the 90s and go through those games and play this in the hopes that you got that 5-minute spot or the TV thing or the sitcom or the whatever. And now it really, for all of the shit that's come with it, it's never been easier to take what we do and do it well and do it in front of people the way we want to do it. It's an interesting time, good and bad, and I'm against a lot of it, but I'm also there's opportunity in chaos, and it's never been more chaotic. And God damn it,
Well, with the bottomless pit of streaming specials and social media stuff, there's just never enough content, so they take everything. You know, so when you put out a good product, it's just harder for people to find
Yeah.
a lot of times because they have to go through a lot of shit. And
it's a lot of noise.
a lot of it. So, but you just keep your head down and keep doing what you love doing, and you know that the people that actually come to your show, they appreciate it because, wow, this is like a real. There's material here. There's jokes.
And you
Yeah.
sleep at night knowing you did the work. Like that's the part that I've done this for going on 30 years. Even those road years that we tell, all those stories and you're smoking a room sometimes. You're just there, and whatever happened that night happened, and you don't really capture it anymore. And now it's just kind of gotten to a point where I'm like, the show I have in my head and going home knowing I did a good job with it is kind of the 1% better every day. I'm constantly improving this art form that I'm into. Yes, it'd be great to be famous. It'd be wonderful to have all that stuff, but I don't even know if I want all that stuff. I want a little bit of that stuff, and mainly I just want to be really good at the stuff I do. And
With
sounds
that,
so
with that 1% I'm better every time in mind, how has your voice changed from when you first started?
Oh.
Like how do you see yourself? How you progress? Like
It's-
the sound, your cadence, you know.
So, I mean, your ability to tell a story or a joke changes. You grow more comfortable. You can sit in the silence longer. There's a lot of little tricks and comfort things you pick up just with experience. But also as a human being, you evolve. Like when I told my first joke, I was 20 or what. Like that kid shouldn't. I would beat that kid up in a bar if I met him. I don't know what he was talking about back then. And now I'm saying that from this place where I still don't know what I'm talking about, but I've lived a lot more life, and there's just you want to convey that from the stage. All the little shit you've been through, the little things you've picked up, the things you've learned, the things you notice, like that's what changes in your voice. It's experience. My first joke, I'd been from Texas to Destin, Florida in my whole life. Beaumont to Destin. I'd covered about 300 miles, and now I've been all over the world. It's just, I'm a different person, and I think that's how stand-up changes.
How did comedy change you? Like your personality?
Made him a dick. I mean, good God, he's just like almost impossible to deal with. No,
But when you start doing stand-up in earnest, when you're really, when writing is like part of your job and your week and your regimen, and that's what you do, the way you look at the world changes. You're no longer just sitting across the table from somebody having a dinner conversation. You're watching all the little human foibles and things that are happening and all the shit people do, and you're processing it, filing away and comparing it and slamming it up against all the other stuff in your head and experience, because that's where creativity happens. It's just shoving shit together. And if you do this full time, it's a monkey's paw, man. For all the good stuff you get out of it on stage and in your career, you can't turn it off. Like there's no part of my brain at any point of the day that isn't processing the world in story. Hard stop. I wish I could turn it off. I can't. So there's two sides of that. I love it, but I hate it.
Do you think that you're like daydreaming sometimes?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Half of this show. And that's not even disrespectful to the show. I'll just, some little nugget will sit here and I'll spin off with it thinking, and then you go right back to, no, I got stuff to do. It's like it's a disease.
Wow. Jimmy, how do you fight a writer's block? You've been at it for so long. Like, you must have had moments where it was difficult for you to keep on writing.
I'm sorry, I nodded off. he just rambled.
He wrote 3 jokes, though.
You just listen to Slade and go off to your happy place.
I write different things now. I've got. I was in a sketch group for a while, which in Los Angeles, and that's a different type of writing. And I've written a screenplay that no one's seen yet. It's still working on to touch up, and also short stories. So that helps with the stand-up writing. When I was
So is
doing
it just picking another product, another?
Well,
you know?
it's different writing for each one. Stand-up was kind of easy for me because it was just basically I was taking what I was doing in life and bringing it on stage. You know, other stuff, be it short story or sketch, or it's more of imagination of really making stuff out of whole cloth, as opposed to I was just pretty much doing my life on stage when I was doing stand-up. A lot of the stuff that I would bring on stage that night may have happened during the day or the night before if I could remember it. If I could remember it. And I used to do a lot of ad-libbing on stage, so I would write that way, because if
I heard a lot of comics say that.
Yeah, if I that's another thing. I don't even do that anymore because of the crowd work that everybody. So that's another thing that I just kind of stay away from these new tropes now, because I know so many people who don't do it well do that, and no, I don't want to sound like that. So I just come in with my prepared stuff and I do that. I don't venture out and ad-lib anymore. But it used to be a good exercise to write. And you gotta have the good crowd to do that, because boy, sometimes if you go off on some ad lib tangent and the crowd's not good, it's not. But
how do you get the crowd back when you lose them? You got to go back to prepared material.
Yeah, I mean it's not that difficult for me. Once it's hard to explain how I do it or why. I just do it, and it just comes out that way. So I don't have a strategy to it. It's just if they're into you, if they're buying what you're doing, it's not that difficult. They'll hang with you and let you go off on a tangent. That tangent doesn't work, and then I like to make fun of. And I guess I got this from Carson when Carson's jokes didn't work or something. He'd make fun of the fact that bombed, and you play around with that a bit and then move on.
Who was your favorite writing partner when you were doing the sketch comedy? Or was it all you?
All me. I
Wow.
wrote it all myself. But I did have an incredible group that I worked with. T-Shawn Shannon, who's one of the Outlaws, who'll be there tomorrow night. He was in our sketch group. His absolutely brilliant funny brother, Charlie Shannon, was in the sketch group. And it was Fred Willard's sketch group, Fred Willard out in L.A., and some brilliant actors were in it. So it was a lot of fun. And as with Fred's sketch group, we'd do shows. And then I would kind of write my own show and use the actors from our sketch group for my shows, and T-Shawn did the same thing. So, but I never collaborated with anyone for writing. I just wrote all my own stuff. Yeah.
That's really cool. I saw on social media that you posted you had a bunch of Bill Hicks videos from like the archives, you called it, that you were going to start.
Yeah, I'm still going through those things. I'm having slowed up a bit because it takes a while to find things to get them off of tapes. I got stuff on VHS.
How many VHSs do you have of Bill Hicks?
I got a ton of stuff. I don't remember exactly.
Like
how
more
much
than
it
20
really-
tapes? More than 50?
No, not that many. I don't. I don't even remember. Back then, you got to remember, cameras were expensive back then. People weren't taping all the time.
I mean, cameras are expensive now. I'm stealing them from work.
Yeah, but I'm talking about comics now. They bring their phone in and
Yeah,
and
true
bam,
enough.
You had to
Yeah.
bring in that big shoulder
Yeah,
mounted.
and not everybody had that, and they were very expensive. So there wasn't a lot of taping going on. But I was trying to get stuff more of off camera, just hanging out in the green room. I remember Bill and I went out
Who was your favorite person to hate on?
to hate on.
Yeah, when you were hanging out in the green rooms, because I know it gets a little catty.
Oh, Steve Moore was always a good foil for us. We used to love to just. Oh, now, let me explain. I guess it's hard to. Our group of comics from the Comedy Workshop, we were like family. We loved each other. We were with each other all the time. When we weren't at the clubs or after the shows, we'd probably hang out and go have lunch. And so we knew each other very well, and we always were busting on each other. And so when I say that we were, hating on it,
Yeah.
it wasn't hate, it was the opposite. It was with a lot of love. But
Yeah.
but it get brutal sometimes. Yeah, we didn't hold back, but it was fun. Yeah, it was what we did, and it would go off for like we'd do finish our show at the workshop, hang out there for a while, then go to a bar and just continue that whole thing all night long. So those days are gone. Though. Yeah.
What the hating on your friends or the drinking?
Well, I don't drink anymore, and I don't drink any less. That's an old joke. So the drinking's gone. A lot of my friends are gone, and we're scattered all over the place. The ones that are still alive. So,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean sound like we're really old, but I lost friends. The workshop seemed to have had a curse to it. We lost a lot of guys who were in their 30s, 40s. Maybe 50s. I think even in the 20s we lost a couple. So, yeah, a lot of friends are gone from that club. That's one of the reasons. So we do it a different way. I guess we do it online sometimes over social media. You know, I see when I'm ragging on some friends, it reminds me of the green room where we used to be.
Besides for the green room, where were places that you would chop it up?
We used to hang out at Beer Paredes a lot after shows.
Was that an eatery?
Beer Paredes, that
Yeah.
was on
West Gray.
West Gray. It was very convenient. It was across the street from the Laugh Stop and just down a few blocks from the Comedy Workshop. So kind of central of meeting place. A lot of fun there. And but we had our favorite restaurants too that we'd go out after the bars closed, then we go to some late night restaurants. And there was this wonderful place in the Heights, this Mexican restaurant. I think it was called Alice. I can't remember. But we'd go there because it never closed and get Mexican food. And
It was Rucci's for a while.
was that?
Oh, yeah,
Rucci's for a
Rucci's.
while,
I remember
yeah.
late night at Rucci's. Oh, yeah. And they would come by. Do you remember them? Like, we cannot serve you alcohol, but no.
Would you like
this
this red cup full of?
Yes. The pouring cup. I won't. And, like, then there'd be, like,
Yeah,
an
$20
office.
milk.
There'd be an officer in the corner. I'm like,
No, that
I
wasn't
remember
us.
the Rucci's. Yeah.
Once again, memories fogging up on me, and I can't remember. I think it was called Alice.
Maybe.
Alice or something like that. Good Mexican food and good after. I mean, after drinking food before you went to.
Where's your favorite place right now? Restaurant, eatery. You have a favorite restaurant right now?
In Houston,
It doesn't need to be in Houston.
not really. I mean, I do a lot of my own cooking.
What's your best meal, man?
The one I like to make, crawfish bisque, I do very well. Gumbo, crawfish pies. I do a lot of crawfish stuff. Etouffee pies, crawfish bisque.
Oh, yeah, definitely Louisiana boy.
But just about anything. I can cook anything I want. But I do like making Louisiana food. You know, especially
You got that good spice
classic.
palate.
classic. I keep it as New Orleans as I can. I don't try to go off on all those weird mixing styles of food.
Is it like the same food like your mom would cook for you, or is it different recipes?
I learned from my mom, but I've went off on my different, added my own things and changed things quite a bit. But she was a wonderful cook, so I learned from her originally.
What day of the week did she cook it up? Really cook it up? Was it Sunday night?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
damn, you're lucky. I got like one. Look, I love my mom, but I got like one good meal out of her a week. That was the Friday night. That was it. You had to make that leftovers last the whole week, man. That was it.
Back then, there wasn't any going to restaurants or even ordering out. Every meal was cooked at home, and not even throwing pizzas in the oven or a sandwich. It was every meal.
There were no frozen pizzas?
No. And there was 6 kids in our family, and so she made that every day, every meal.
Are you a middle child, Jimmy?
Yes, 4th out of 6.
Wow. I'm the youngest of 4.
Oldest of 6.
Oldest of 6, so we all have pretty big families, yeah. What was it like being the oldest brother, Slade?
I'm still being it. I think about it only in hindsight now. So like growing up, it was it was perfect. I was the oldest kid. My parents divorced when I was 8.5. I kind of had I got to establish myself as the man of the house for about the ages of 9 to 13 till my mom remarried. Then I got to fight that guy for a couple of years. And eventually you get there, you're like, wait a second, I've navigated my whole life without a older helper around. Like I've never had that real kindred, like, oh, I got a guy up here helping me out, mentoring big older brother sort of thing. You don't notice that till you're like way deeper in life. You're like, man, I've never really had that experience. But
what about now with Jimmy and the other Outlaw?
this is hanging out with my brothers in the best way.
Okay.
This is because I don't have to. The cool part is you don't have to be the main everything all the time, which is what Big Brother feels like sometimes. You're with this, man. I'm in the room with my friends. These are all warriors we've all run the same path. There's something to being able to sit in a room with people who have also done what you've done for, in this case, 30 or 40 years to my 25 or 30. Like it's a crazy level of respect to be able to sit in there. But you're also like, wait, I got decades in this too. Everybody in this room has done, we've all sort of picked the same weird path, and that removes any sort of need of being above or below, or you're just fucking good people doing good things. I think you are.
Well, thank you.
You got to pee again so bad.
No.
He's
Your
lying.
whole body language.
He's lying.
I had that operation and it's taken care of. I don't need to. But it's the iced tea from the Mexican restaurant at first. But no, I'm fine.
We El Tiempo'd it before this.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What was the go-to at El Tiempo?
It was enchiladas, right?
Enchiladas.
Oh, nice.
I mean, if to me that is the staple. When I think of Tex-Mex, it's enchiladas.
Yeah.
I don't play around with all those other.
Their fajitas are good though.
Fajitas I'll do everything, but when I haven't had Mexican food in a while, and I want enchiladas.
Enchiladas, beans, rice, chips.
That's it.
How long can you go without Mexican food, Tex-Mex?
Well,
don't worry about it. I'll fix it later,
okay,
buddy.
I come in here and tear the house down. Well,
This is
I
the
was
nicest
telling
guest
them
I've
in
had
Louisiana,
so far.
I had there was a Mexican restaurant, and I was just this is one of the reasons I wanted to come here and get Tex-Mex as soon as I can and get the taste of that out of my mouth, because that restaurant I swear the sauce came straight from a can, which
that's
wouldn't have
not
been so
good.
bad if they had heated it up.
Oh, no. Cold sauce from a can.
Yeah, it's like careful, cold plate.
Chips. Chips and ketchup.
Would you like some mittens?
Yeah. So I rarely get it now. When I guess when I lived here, we went all the time. But you don't really, that song, you don't know what you've missed until it's what you had until it's gone, because you really miss it.
So true.
Because there are times where I'm really craving good Tex-Mex, and It just ain't anywhere but Houston.
Do any of these places freeze it on and send it on dry ice like they do Omaha steaks or Chicago pizzas, or can you just get some enchiladas with rice and beans hot shotted in 5 hours?
I doubt it.
Come on.
I remember there was this great barbecue restaurant in Austin I used to go to after shows. And Stevie Ray Vaughan was a big fan of it. And he used to have them ship their barbecue on the road to him, fly to him where he was on the road.
That's got to be lovely.
Yeah. I was really proud because they used to put pictures of celebrities on the wall, and mine was pictures right next to Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
The original place burned down, so I'm guessing not. And they rebuilt.
You just walk in confidently. Hey, this used to be here.
Oh man, that's back when, once again, in the drinking days, that was great food for after a show, after you've been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I brought J. Anthony Brown there one day after a show. We worked to Austin together, and we'd both been drinking, and he swears that I found the restaurant, got lost by rolling down the window and putting my head out the window and smelling. Okay, all right, turn right, J. Anthony. All right, turn left.
You Fruit Looped it?
Yeah. He swears that happened. I don't remember that. But the place was called Sam's, and they treated me great every time I went there. I love that place. Yeah, and I hope they're still there.
That's nice. Those little spots on the road in those off little cities that you get them once a year.
Yep.
I was seeing a triple cheeseburger
Well,
from
there's
Oklahoma
downside
City.
to that. There's sometimes you come in once a year and there's people who don't want to see you.
Also that.
Yeah. And actually they show up to let you know they don't want to see you.
I just came by to make sure you weren't coming by.
Right. Just lose my number. Do not. Then why are you here?
Because it's safer to meet you in public. That's why.
Oh, so many.
What do you think is the highlight of your career?
This right here. What I'm
Oh,
doing,
you shut up.
This podcast.
Shut the hell up, dude.
If you,
You're so mean. You're so mean.
no, actually, right now it is. I don't have. Well, there was one show. I'll go back to that later. But basically, I don't like to say. Well, my best show is here. I always like to think the best one is going to happen coming up, and best work is out there. I still enjoy what I'm doing, but when we were at the core of our group was so tight that I missed that part of the career of hanging out with my friends, because you say hated on each other, but we'd help each other with material. We'd write,
Yeah, you were loving on each other too.
Yeah, somebody had a bit, we go, this, you try this tag or whatever, and we helped each other. We also used to joke that there was one $20 bill that just kept floating around to all of us, because when one of us was broke, the other one happened to have, can I borrow 20? And then we were always broke at that time. But show-wise, a lot of great shows, but the one, and it still stands out. Andy Huggins, Bill Hicks, and myself, we did an Outlaw show in, where's Charlie Goodnight's?
Oh, Carolina.
Yeah.
Or Virginia.
Carolina. One of the Carolinas. And we did a week there, and we had so much fun. The audiences were so great. We were certain that, because Andy opened the show, I was next, and then Bill. And we always just really challenged you, wanted to take it to a level that it would be tough for me to follow Andy, and I would try to make it tough for Bill to follow me. And we raised the level every show, every time. But at the same time, having a lot of fun. And so it was like the greatest week that I thought. But I never said that to anybody, I just, in my head. So I come to find out years later, after Bill had passed away, and I read in a book that Bill had told somebody that was his favorite week he'd ever done.
No, that's
I've heard Andy say the same thing.
And then, totally independent, Andy told me the same. After he read that in the book, he said that was his favorite week and favorite shows he'd ever done. So all independently, we all thought the same thing without saying it to each other. Like, oh, that was the greatest week we've ever. But that was, and it was just such a level of professionalism, but having a great time and being with my best friends. Those two at the time were my best friends in comedy or in the world.
Is Andy
so.
still your best friend?
Oh yeah, yeah. Except for when he annoys me, fucker. No.
What does Andy do to annoy you? Because he's definitely doing it on purpose.
He doesn't. He doesn't. I'm just kidding.
Jimmy, could you get your shoes off of my coffee table, please?
No, not. Andy's not like that at all. Andy's great.
Yeah, no, Andy's a super cool talent. Yeah, I'm very happy that I got the opportunity to photograph him. Surprised the hell out of me when he approached me for it. I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll take some headshots. Yeah,
a good guy, and as consistent as I've ever seen in show business.
Oh, yeah.
That the best.
He like you also hated having his headshots taken. So.
We're old school, you know. And,
like after every shot, he's like, "Am I done?" I'm like, "Dude, you're paying for this."
It's like Slade alluded to earlier. I don't know. Maybe when I first started out, I thought I'd be famous or what, but that's not why I'm in this. And so a lot of the things that it takes to become famous or be known, I don't like doing. I don't like doing interviews. When I was on the road, I always used to pass that off to the feature act because you were supposed to. A lot of times they wanted you to get up and do a morning show,
6 a.m.
the radio show, to drive to get people to come to the club, it's not like I didn't want to get up. Sometimes I was just getting in. I didn't care, but I just didn't like doing it. I don't like all that stuff.
Do you not want to be the center of attention when you're not on stage?
On stage.
Yeah, when you're not on stage,
No,
you don't
no,
want to be on the
no,
center of attention.
No. And so if my career is doing great shows and nobody knows who I am, that's fine. As long as when I'm up there and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Of course I would like to get, the whole Outlaw thing's about to expand and get bigger, so there's more money to do more places and stuff like that. It gets better and you get better gigs and all that. But it's a chore for me. It's not something I really enjoy. To some people, that's what they love doing it. They like to be in the celebrity part. I like my privacy. And
how did you get into stand-up if you don't like being the center?
That's just it. I got into stand-up because, that was my defense mechanism. That's all I knew. That's how I got through in being accepted in society. I mean, I was socially awkward and just
smart ass.
Yeah, that too. But that was. I don't want to get too into the psychology of it because I don't know why. It's just the way I was, and I didn't get into it. It got into me. Put it that way. That's the way.
Did you have to deal with like a lot of death when you were growing up? With people around you dying?
No, as a matter of fact, the opposite. There was a lot of longevity in my family. Hardly anybody died when I was growing up, except for the grandparents. Even my first grandparent didn't die. Well, one of them died when I was like 12, and then the next one wasn't until I was in college and stuff. So, no, nothing like that. Got nothing to do with.
Why do you think
dying.
you were so socially awkward then?
Just the way I was born. I have no
just
idea.
who you were.
Born.
Yeah, just I was an asshole.
You're just always an asshole. Okay.
That's it. Born an asshole, which is going to be the title of my movie, my biopic. Born an asshole.
Man, we're all born with one asshole, right?
Uneaten.
Yes, uneaten asshole.
So far.
That is a thing, really? That really is a thing?
It's the whole thing.
I'm tired of hearing about it, if I'm being honest. So.
Well, one time I was tired of hearing about it after once, so I can imagine. It is still damn this thing, And like I said, I'm not against language or even what people might call offensive material. I think the Outlaws kind of started that way because when we were in Houston, my friends, we didn't get a lot of work because what we were coming up with in our head, we weren't trying to be what they call edgy. It's just the way we thought. But it was not commercial. Everybody else was commercial, so they were getting a lot of work. We weren't. So I think we took our cue from the Outlaws of Country, type thing. When they couldn't, like Johnny Cash, Waylon, and all those, Nashville wouldn't book them anymore, or they couldn't get record deals. They did their own thing, and they called themselves up. So that's what we did. We did our own thing, and we started getting work because we branded ourselves that way. We're not like that. We're not commercial. We're this. You know, it was organic. It wasn't something we tried to do, but that's kind of the origin of it. That's kind of how I, was perfect for that. Is
When else have things like organically just kind of fallen into place for you?
nothing. I mean, stand-up's it. My life is shit everywhere else except for personally, everything is. No, I have difficulty in everything but stand-up.
What would you like to see in your personal life that you would want to change?
I think it's good now. At first I thought, well, more of a social life, and I go, no, not really. I mean, then I have to do things with people.
Yeah, kind of with you on
And then,
that.
then they're going to want to take me to see their friends and have dinner with the Andersons and all that bullshit. No, just leave me alone with my Dateline. Are we getting too personal? Yeah, I'm fine the way it is now, so I don't need anything else.
Sits on his couch with his little bowl of jambalaya.
He's eating good at least. We know he's got some good crawfish, It's not just cereal.
And happy about it.
Fucking happy, man. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I'm not the relationship type guy.
Well, how about you, Slade? What do you want to happen in your personal life, man?
Man,
what do you want to see happen?
I'm kind of there. I'm in a good place.
He is. He's got a beautiful lady.
Nice.
The boys getting married.
Well,
soon.
so I'm engaged now, but I did.
Congratulations,
I did
man.
20 years. Thank you. I did 20 years of the road, completely unattached. Like happy to be not just single, but like very single. And I dated everybody in those 20 years, but I wasn't with anybody. It was a very wonderful time. But for me, I ran into the pandemic, right? My midlife crisis and the pandemic all hit at the same time. And I just we won't get into it here, but an enormous amount.
Get into it.
No, too personal.
Well, you sat there and watched me go off.
Well, yeah, which is why I'm not doing it. But the only for the sake of brevity, I went through an enormous amount of just sitting with myself and working on stuff. But I got to a point where I was like, you know what, man, maybe I am interested in a relate. Like I had all those questions with myself. I stumbled into who happens to be the perfect person for me. We've been together going on 5 years now, or however long it's been. It's wonderful, but I couldn't have done it at any previous point in my career. I have to be this me to make that work. It's past all that old shit. Now it's cushy and comfortable. I love it. I love the career part of it. I love the personal part of it.
Do you hate yourself that you've changed in that way?
No.
I hate him.
Jimmy wishes I was no. But if you'd asked younger me if I'd have liked this version, I'd have told you absolutely no. But this version feels way different because I've got some experience that version of me didn't have, and I know what it's like to be extremely not single. I know what it's like to be in an extremely wonderful relationship. The phase of the life I'm in right now, this works. Previously, it would have stopped me from everything I've ever done. A relationship at the wrong time. I wouldn't have traveled like I traveled. I wouldn't have done stand-up like I did. I wouldn't have drank like I did. All the women would, like, that part of my life was fucking perfect. This part of my life, also perfect. They just had to go in this order. I'm very happy I'm the person I am now.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Dig it.
No, we've been at this for long enough, so I'm just going to let you guys, kind of promote yourselves, and we'll call it quits, man. And I was also wondering if you guys wouldn't mind shooting like a short comedy skit with me.
Did you write it?
Yeah, I have some ideas. I wrote, but I don't want to, I don't want to pressure you into it. So I was thinking you guys would be a mariachi band, but
Stop there.
Am I playing the nunchucks?
Well, you would. I was thinking mariachi band, but also crime fighters. But you've decided not to save this town because they were kind of assholes.
He just glossed over everything I said about not liking to be interviewed.
Shut up and hold your guitar.
Yeah.
Shut up and play your maracas.
You just missed that whole part.
Yeah, of course. But no, if it's not cool, then we don't have to do shit. But just ideas that float in my head as we were talking to. So please, by all means, promote yourselves. Tell us where we can find you, what you're going to be up to, etc.
You first. I'll go. It's at Slade Ham is everything. But I got 2 specials out. One's coming out. One just came out. They're both hours long. They're fantastic. I'd love for you to watch them. I got a book out. I travel. I do stuff. But man, come see the Outlaws. Most importantly, live.
What's the name of your book?
Until All the Dragons Are Dead.
Ah, very cool.
It's about a Chinese restaurant.
It is.
3 stars.
I'm not gonna punch it up. You go.
At Jimmy Pineapple Comedy on Instagram, outlawcomics.com, outlawcomics.com, and Outlaw Comics on Instagram. Outlaw Comics on Instagram. I'm more focused right now of the Outlaws right now. I still do occasional solo work, not on the road, but right now I enjoy working with these guys, and we're trying to get something really, really good going, and maybe start booking ourselves around the country. And so I'm working
It's
on
going
that.
to be a
right
great
now.
show.
Couple of
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
A couple of things on the horizon, but this is a monster. It's a monster show. Like if you're a stand-up fan, I don't think you can watch this show and leave unhappy. It's a testament to joke writing and performance, and I think we're all pretty good at it.
And mainly professionalism,
Yeah.
because that's what we care about. If people coming in, and that was the whole concept for me of bringing it back, was what we just talked about for an hour or so, about all of the stuff that's out there. And I just wanted people to know that when they came to an Outlaw show, it was going to be stand-up comedy. It was going to be not
No
playing
soft spots.
around. No, it's just, yeah,
This real comedy, real stand-ups.
balls to the walls.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Okay.
And I'm Steven Rosenbaum. You can check me out at That's the Name of My New Podcast on YouTube. Check out owenstevensphotography.com if you want to book me for a wedding or something similar. You can find me on Instagram as Rosenbaum Draws. Definitely check out my illustrations. I'm a dope artist. I'm a dope photographer. Let's see. Check out my TikTok. That's going to be RBomb. And also, that's the name of my new podcast. Thanks for... This jackass right here. You couldn't wait like another 10 seconds. I really appreciate you guys. This was amazing. This was so much fun. And Jimmy, let's go retake some headshots, man.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Stephen.
Yeah.